A Clarksville teen has gone missing. What to be wary of with the coronavirus. And quakes shake the Smokies. All this plus sports, weather, and more. APSU-TV News starts right now. Welcome to your APSU-TV News Weekend Update.
It's Friday, February 14th, 2020, and Valentine's Day.
I'm Meghann Stamps.
And I'm Sydney Hawkins.
Clarksville police are looking for 3 people in a string of robberies that happened within just a few miles of each other on the same night. Officers say that the trio targeted 2 pizza delivery drivers and a woman at an ATM on Tuesday night. The holdups were on Nolan Road, Kettering Court, and Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. Surveillance images showed 2 of the suspected robbers walking in one of the parking lots during the crime scene. Images from an ATM where a woman was robbed shows another look at one of the accused without a mask on. Police say that the crooks got away in a newer model silver Impala with out-of-state tags.
A trial date is finally set for the killing of former NBA player 9 years after the murder. Memphis Grizzlies player Lorenzen Wright was found dead on July 28, 2010. Billy Ray Turner is accused in the crime. A Shelby County judge set Turner's trial date for October 26. Turner has pleaded not guilty to the conspiracy and first-degree murder. He could face life in prison.
As of Friday morning, there are more than 64,000 coronavirus cases across the world. The disease has already killed more than 1,300 people. There are 15 confirmed cases in the U.S., but health officials expect that that number will rise over the days and weeks ahead. John Lorenk reports.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is preparing for a worst-case scenario, a widespread outbreak of the coronavirus in the U.S.
I think this virus is probably with us beyond this season or beyond this year, and I think eventually the virus will find a foothold and we will get community-based transmission.
The CDC says the disease can be spread by people who aren't showing symptoms.
You can start to think of it in a sense like seasonal flu. The only difference is we don't understand this virus. At least seasonal flu, we pretty much understand how it acts.
Close to 6 weeks ago, the CDC offered to help China with its outbreak, but the Chinese government hasn't responded.
I think some of the experts in our public health team are quite disappointed. We thought there was better transparency coming out of China, but it doesn't appear to be.
There is no vaccine for the coronavirus right now.
We've had a very aggressive approach to try to do early case identification and then isolation and contact tracing. That's enabled us to contain this at this point.
And that also gives researchers more time to develop and test vaccines and antiviral drugs that could combat the disease. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
As concerns about the new virus from China spread, watch out for people pretending to have vaccines or prevention items. The Better Business Bureau of Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky say some of the first scams to exploit people's fears about the coronavirus are fake websites selling masks. Also be on the lookout for emails and posts which ask you to donate to victims. The BBB says these are all just tactics to steal your identity. You can find more tips on bbb.org.
Clarksville police are looking for a missing teen. Robbie Ray left his house on February 7th and has not returned or responded to police and family members. Ray is 15 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 150 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. He has been seen around Clarksville since he left, so anybody with information should give police a call, or you can check out Clarksville Police Department's Facebook page to find out how to leave an anonymous tip.
A shaky start to the week in the Great Smoky Mountains. The U.S. Geological Survey reports 5 small earthquakes rattled an area at the Smoky Mountain National Park on Tuesday morning. The USGS says the quakes hit in a 25-mile radius north of the North Carolina border and were not strong enough to do any serious damage.
Well, Davidson County Police managed to catch an accused burglar all by his own writing. Robert Shull Goddard was arrested last Tuesday, all because authorities say that they found his notebook at one of the alleged crime scenes. The notebook included addresses of homes that he may have been planning to burglarize and his own home address. According to the Davidson County Sheriff's Office, his charges included aggravated burglary and property theft. APSU-TV News will be right back with your local weather.
You can help support Austin Peay students who don't have enough to eat by donating to the Save Our Students Food Pantry. The Save Our Students Food Pantry is looking for soup, pasta, canned meat, canned beans, peanut butter, and fruit. You can drop off your donations at the food pantry on Home Avenue. It's open Tuesdays through Friday, 8:30 until 4. For more information, call 221-1620, a campus reminder from Austin Peay.
Welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Emily Waldon with your local weather. Heavy rains are causing headaches for more than 21 million people this week. Some residents have been forced to leave their homes as a result of the conditions. And on Wednesday, these soggy states are about to get hit again. John Lorenick reports.
Mother Nature showing no mercy. Major flooding from Texas to the Carolinas, turning roadways into rivers and leaving families with houses full of water.
We have well water, so our water's kind of murky. We don't have drinkable water at this time, and we are out of food.
This is the wettest start of the year for a number of regions in the southeast, and a new system starting Wednesday is expected to bring up to 3 more inches of rain through the southeast and into the Ohio Valley.
With the water already saturating everything, that it doesn't take much to bring it back up.
Other parts of the country are dealing with the aftermath of heavy rains they had earlier this week, like a major landslide in Washington County just outside of Pittsburgh. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation says oversaturation is to blame.
They came and said we might have to evacuate, so I came home from work to grab some stuff, and then I couldn't get back out.
And in Washington state, all roads leading into Mount Rainier National Park are closed after heavy rains caused flooding, mudslides, and road damage.
It's scary. It makes you feel small. It makes you realize how big Mother Nature is.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now we're going to take a look at our current national temperatures. In New York is at 30 degrees, Chicago is at 12, Atlanta is at 43 degrees, Dallas is at 46 degrees, Denver is at 46 degrees, Los Angeles is at 68 degrees, and Seattle is at 46 degrees. Moving on to the highs today in Tennessee. Clarksville is at 35 degrees, Nashville is at 38 degrees, Memphis is at 39 degrees, Chattanooga is at 46 degrees, and Knoxville is at 40 degrees. Moving on to the lows today in Tennessee, Clarksville is 19 degrees, Nashville is 21 degrees, Memphis is 26 degrees, Chattanooga is 24 degrees, and Knoxville is 21 degrees. Now our current temperature, it is sunny and it is 29 degrees with winds going north at 7 miles per hour. Tonight's temperature, it will be clear. It will be 19 degrees with winds going at east, 3 miles per hour, and 0 precipitation. Looking at our 5-day forecast, for Friday, expect it to be sunny with a high of 35 and a low of 19. Saturday, expect to be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 37. Sunday, expect to see partly cloudy with a high of 55 and a low of 39. Monday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 64 and a low of 54. And Tuesday, you will expect to see rain with a high of 60 and a low of 37. That's all for your local weather. APSU-TV News will be right back.
Welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Kyren Harvey with your Political Corner. A new resolution was passed that may be good news for union workers. Tennessee City passed the Right to Work resolution on Monday that now must go before the House. The Right to Work law will prohibit any company or union workers to pay a fee to the union representing them. More than 24 states have a Right to Work law, and 9 of those states have it in their constitutions. The Tennessee Highway Patrol is offering cadet classes this July. The 19-week program can be used as college credit hours, and cadets will be given the opportunity to attend law enforcement training. Cadets will also get training on drug recognition, instructor development, and crash reconstruction. Applicants must be 21 or older, have a high school diploma, and be a citizen of the U.S. Applications must be submitted by February 18th. Everyone knows the state's nickname, but now it's official. Lawmakers voted unanimously to approve a resolution to make the volunteer state Tennessee's official nickname. The State House approved the resolution on Monday, following the Senate's approval the week before. A proposal to make feminine hygiene products cost less does not appear to be moving forward. The plan to include tampons and pads during tax-free weekend received pushback from lawmakers on Tuesday. Some in the state legislature were concerned about the spending limit on these purchases. Tax-free weekend occurs the last weekend in July, when most families are preparing to return to school and work. Women spend $120 a year on feminine products, according to the fiscal impact of the proposed bill. Next Monday is President's Day, and APSU's Pi Sigma Alpha is hosting a President's Day talk in celebration. Dr. Kevin Barron from our political department will partner with Pi Sigma Alpha to speak about presidency and political power. Dr. Barron is a published author with a master's and PhD in political science. He will be joining Pi Sigma Alpha next Monday afternoon in the Morgan University Center, room 103, to discuss politics on our national holiday. Pi Sigma Alpha's President's Day talk will last from 3 until 4 in the afternoon, and best of all, free food and drinks will be provided. It's now time to cast your vote for the presidential and county primary for both Republican and Democratic parties. Early voting started Wednesday and will end Tuesday, the 25th of this month. The Clarksville Election Commission provided this schedule on their website. You can vote early at their office on Pageant Lane near the public library on these days and times. If you are not able to make it to these locations during these times, you can vote at your regular precinct on Election Day, Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. That's all for your Political Corner. APSU-TV News. We'll be right back.
Parked far, far away from your class? Well, you could walk the whole way, or you could use the Peay pickup. It's a free ride around campus for APSU students, faculty, and staff. You can ride the trolley from 7:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. For more information, go to apsu.edu/SGA. A campus and community reminder from the Voice of Austin Peay, Clarksville's 91.9 FM.
Well, it's championship night in the OVC from the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana.
What a night we had. We had Magic Johnson courtside. I cannot wait to get this thing going.
The building should be full. We should have a whole lot of fun here tonight in the Ford Center. This will be the first conference punching a ticket into the big dance.
Did you know that Kentucky is home to nearly 1,000 species of wildlife?
The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife has a team of scientists dedicated to the monitoring and study of animals that are not hunted, fished, or trapped.
We work every day to improve Kentucky's landscape so that these species can thrive.
And now there's a way for you to jump in and help.
When you become a member of Kentucky Wild, we'll work side by side and do our part to keep Kentucky wild.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
Welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Karina with your Govs Sports Update. It was another back-to-back loss for APSU's men's basketball team this past Saturday. Tennessee State knocked down the Govs last Thursday as well. Unfortunately, the Govs weren't able to bounce back in the game against Belmont, and they lost 71-63. The defeat didn't stop Terry Taylor from having one of the best games of his career. He had 26 points and 23 rebounds, giving him a double-double. He had the most rebounds grabbed in one game in the OVC since Kenneth Faird in 2011. Because of his amazing performance, Taylor was awarded his 8th OVC Men's Basketball Player of the Week award. He is now tied with Faird and Joe Morant for the most OVC Player of the Week awards received in one season. It was a tough loss for the APSU women's basketball team this past Saturday against Belmont. They weren't able to get it going as they were 0-11 from behind the arc in the first half. The Lady Govs fought hard to try and come back towards the end, but unfortunately was not enough as they lost 69-46. It was a very close matchup for the APSU men's tennis team this past weekend. However, they unfortunately lost to Wright State 4-3. The Govs played really well in their single matches as sophomore Oliver Anderson, junior Jacob Lauren, and senior Hunter Sanders all won their matches. However, the Govs weren't able to keep the momentum going into their double matches as they dropped all of them. They are coming back home to play Carson Newman today at 2:30 p.m. Go out and support your Govs. The APSU women's tennis team completely dominated their past weekend as they defeated Dayton 7-0 and also Wright State 7-0. The Govs only lost one doubles match to Wright State, but other than that, they were perfect across the board as it was an all-around great team effort. The Lady Govs carried this momentum into Tuesday's match against Cumberland, where they picked up their 6th straight win, defeating the Phoenixes 7-0. There were 2 Lady Govs who had a near-perfect day in the singles matches. Both freshmen Jana Leader and senior Anna Albertson were 6-1 and 6-0 in their matches. The Lady Govs had a game this morning against Carson Newman and is currently in progress. They will rest up this weekend and get prepared for their matchup against Louisville this next Friday at Louisville. The APSU softball team did well in their opening doubleheader matchups against Chattanooga this past Sunday. They had a rocky start as in their first game, they lost to Chat 9-1. However, they brought it back in their second game and defeating Chat 4-1. Junior Bailey Shorter led the Lady Govs in hitting where she had 1 run and 1 RBI off of 4 hits on 7 at-bats. Sophomore Lexi Oswith in the second game against Chat would get the first home run of the season where she bombed in 1 over the left center field fence. The Lady Govs play Evansville today at 3:45 in Mobile, Alabama. APSU Athletics announced the schedule for the football team this past Monday. Your Govs football fans, who have their 2019 season tickets at their 2019 ticket prices. You will also receive a season ticket renewal gift as long as you are in the early bird renewal period, which ends March 2nd. You can purchase and renew your season tickets at letsgopeay.com/buy your tickets, or you can call the ticket office at 931-221-P. That's 931-221-P or 7329. That's all for your Govs Sports Update. APSU-TV News will be right back.
Well, it's championship night in the OVC from the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana.
What a night we had. We had Magic Johnson courtside. I cannot wait to get this thing going.
The building should be full. We should have a whole lot of fun here tonight in the Ford Center. This will be the first conference punching a ticket into the big dance.
Did you know that Kentucky is home to nearly 1,000 species of wildlife?
The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife has a team of scientists dedicated to the monitoring and study of animals that are not hunted, fished, or trapped.
We work every day to improve Kentucky's landscape so that these species can thrive.
And now there's a way for you to jump in and help.
When you become a member of Kentucky Wild, we'll work side by side and do our part to keep Kentucky wild.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
What about that?
That worked pretty good.
Austin Peay dedicated this entire week towards breast cancer awareness. I got to check out some of the ways our student organizations raise money and recognition for Pink Week. Every 2 minutes, a woman in the United States is diagnosed with breast cancer. But when breast cancer is detected early, usually the 5-year relative survival rate is 99%. Austin Peay is stepping up big time once again to host Pink Week. All of the funds raised over the course of this week will go towards YWCA, an early detection and post-cancer treatment organization.
It's tough. It sucks. It affects everyone.
Tay Osborne is a part of APSU's National Society of Leadership and Success. He's putting those leadership skills to use, participating in this week's fundraisers. Both Greek Life and campus organizations started off the week strong in the ever-competitive coin wars.
I'm looking forward to that because it just gets really competitive at the end of the week.
It would be like you're giving your money away, but then you're also like trying to win.
Kylesia Beckwith and Candace Summons know all the ins and outs of the Pink Week Gov experience.
I like the coin wars part where everyone puts like dollars in to get everyone to lose. I think my favorite part is the basketball game, though.
Pink Week's icing on the cake is Saturday's men's basketball game against Eastern Kentucky.
And it's also a way to just get organizations connected and interactive with one another.
And Pink Week's Ribbon Talk was just the way to draw APSU's organizations together. Student Life and Engagement played a breast cancer awareness TED Talk for the students raising funds. They also passed out breast and testicular cancer exam packets. All this in the hopes of pushing early detection and promoting awareness across our campus.
My goal is to just spread the word, raise as much money as possible, and if need be, help people feel like they're making a change.
I'm Meghann Stamps reporting for APSU-TV News. Self-breast exams are simple to do and easy to find online. With a 99% survival rate in early detection stages, routine self-exams and mammograms are great precautionary measures to make sure that you keep your body healthy.
If you're graduating soon, you may want to clear your schedule for next Wednesday. The Nashville Area Career Fair will be at the Gaylord Opry Lane Event Center from 1 until 4 in the afternoon. This is an event open to sophomores, juniors, seniors, graduate students, and alumni. More than 70 regional and national employers are expected to be there, hiring for full-time and internship positions. Austin Peay's Career Services is even providing free transportation to and from Nashville for students. Visit Jobs4Gov to see how you can be a part of this.
Clarksville Film Festival is here again, so all you videographers break out your cameras because it is your time to shine. The Clarksville Film Festival is looking for local talent like you to submit a 4 to 7 minute film that will be shown on the big screen at the Roxy Regional Theater. AllEvents.in says February 21st at 6 in the evening, everyone from beginner to expert who wants to participate in the festival will meet at Freedom Point in Clarksville. Everyone will have 52 hours after the meeting to shoot and submit their films. Then, next month, the films will be shown and judged by a film panel industry of experts at the Roxy. And cast prizes are all on the table, so you can visit allevents.in right now to register. And be sure to stop by your very own APSU comm department to put a few tricks up your sleeve.
The annual T-shirt design contest has returned for the Office of Disability Services here at Austin Peay State University. The contest opened Monday and will close next Friday, the 21st. Students, this is a chance for you to design the next shirt for this center. You can visit the ODS office in the Morgan University Center for a digital application or email disabilityservices@apsu.edu for more information.
Any kiddos out there looking to get their groove on, there is a place right here in Clarksville just for you. The Crow Recreation Center on Cunningham Road will host Hawaiian hula dance instructions every Tuesday through the rest of this month and March. These Art of Hula dances will teach songs, dances, chants, and techniques. There are different age range categories for all of the young hula dancers out there, including ages 6 to 15 or 16 and up, so that everybody can learn all the shimmies and shakes just right for their own pace. Pre-registration is necessary to join these groovy dance classes, so visit cityofclarksville.com to pay your $15 registration fee before all of the spots are gone.
The Clarksville Police Department is hosting Coffee with a Cop to form ties between citizens and our local authority. The CCPD will team up with the Starbucks on Trenton Road to reach their hand out to the community for a little sit-down conversation. CCPD's Facebook page says children will have the opportunity to climb inside of patrol cars and, of course, work the sirens. Kids will also get coloring books, badges, and more. Coffee with a Cop begins next Wednesday, February 19th, from 11:30 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon at the Starbucks on Trenton Road.
Okay, all of my fellow foodies out there, Austin Peay has read your minds, and the perfect event is just for you. The Hispanic Cultural Center is hosting Adventura Cultural, how to make tortillas. A live demonstration as well as tortilla making ingredients will all be provided to students who want to either learn the art of perfecting the Hispanic delicacy, or those like me who simply just love the idea of a free lunch. Either way, you can stop by the Hispanic Cultural Center next Tuesday, February 18th in the Morgan University Center, room 115. This how-to demonstration will last from 1:30 until 2:30 in the afternoon, so be sure to stop by with an empty stomach.
Love is in the air today, and reporter Karina Lavoie got to see how students were really feeling about the pink-filled holiday.
Valentine's Day is upon us. So we decided to head over to the Morgan University Center here at Austin Peay's campus to ask the students what their best and worst Valentine's Day experiences were.
My worst Valentine's Day would have been 3 years ago. My professor just randomly decided to assign everybody a research paper due on Valentine's Day. He doubled it up just because he was in a bad mood. The best time, now let me tell you, was last year. I was working with SGA, we were running this whole Valentine's thing, and I showed up as a Valentine Cupid. Black and orange striped pants, dead crawfish shirt, giant pink wings. I wore a hat, masquerade mask. Let me tell you, it was that day we decided I was going to die alone, but it was totally worth it.
And my worst Valentine's Day story is I was asked to go bowling with this guy on Valentine's Day, and then I show up and my family is there. And it's really awkward because he got really competitive and he lost. And then my dad got a call that my aunt was in the hospital. And I went, oh, is she not going to do well? And my dad was like, I don't know. So I cried. And then the guy said, this is really weird. And he left. So I stayed there and bowled with my family.
First/best Valentine's Day experience was a couple years ago. A bunch of friends and I got together. We called ourselves the Petty Singles. And we went out to dinner. We were all single and depressed. But it was a great time.
First Valentine's situation. I was in high school my sophomore year, and my high school did this singing Valentine's thing where you could buy a flower and you could anonymously send the flower to somebody, and a group of people would sing them a song. So I got this flower and they sang me I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. It was really, really cute. I was vibing. And then the next day I got asked out to prom by the guy that gave me the flower. And then 2 days later, he admitted to me that he was just trying to cover for the fact that the date that he really wanted said no to him, and his mom was going to be really sad if she paid for a tux, and he didn't go to prom. So,
Karina Lavoie, and you're watching APSU TV News.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Be sure to join us in the interaction by liking us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville.
And Instagram at APSU_TV.
Thanks for watching another edition of your Gov News Weekend Update, and happy Valentine's Day.
And as always,
let's go Peay!